first, the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red, white, and blue trunks. He weighed in at a ready 125 pounds. With a record of 23 wins and 1 defeat, he has 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from St. Paul, Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen, here is the IBF number 9 featherweight contender. Please welcome the challenger, known as the American Boy, Jason Litzau. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red trunks with white trim. He weighed in at the featherweight limit of 126 pounds. With a record of 21 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, and 1 no decision, he has 14 wins coming by way of knockout, proudly representing his hometown of Gilroy, California. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the young stars of boxing today, the 2-time and reigning IBF featherweight champion of the world, introducing Robert the Ghost Guerrero. Once again, the referee in charge, David Mendoza, now to give instructions.
Gentlemen, we've gone over the rules and the fouls. Protect yourself at all times and follow my instructions. Touch gloves, go back to your corner.
Where the eyes tell the story there. When we got together with Litzau before the weigh-in yesterday, he looked like he was really struggling to make weight, but he made it with a pound to spare. Both fighters 135 at 7 a.m. this morning.
IBF Featherweight Championship on the line. The unified rules of boxing are in effect. Steve, I want to see Litzau. I think nerves might come into play early. He's got to be careful. Here comes Robert Guerrero, the southpaw. He wants to walk Jason Litzau down. Litzau moves very well. And he could box, as you mentioned. He's got good power and countering ability. But Guerrero would like to get in close and stay inside, I think.
Keep in mind, Litzau, extremely tall for a featherweight at 5'10".
And at reach, 73
3-inch reach advantage, Nick. Yeah.
I think they're looking to see what Guerrero does. They got a plan A and a plan B. If Guerrero comes forward, as he's doing, they need to outbox and keep turning, punch and move, fight fast, and use that ring. We'll see. Litzau has really not thrown a punch with conviction. There he tries to snap the jab a couple of times. He's got that horrible habit of keeping that left hand low. He's out of punching range. He's doing it again. Only saving grace is Guerrero's not much of a right hooker over that left hand.
Exactly. Guerrero, he loves that straight left. He loves a left uppercut on the inside, but very few right hooks. Guerrero also boxes with a very wide stance, an exaggerated wide stance. It can make it a little harder to move. You see, amateur experience, Litzau, a lot more rounds than Guerrero. Litzau was an outstanding amateur.
I really like Guerrero's hand speed. You know, against Salido, he looked very sluggish to me, and he was getting beat to the punch at times. But he really looks as fast as Litzau. Litzau just afraid to let things go. I think he's tight, Steve, with good reason. This is an astonishing opportunity for him. Guerrero tries to end it all with that left hand as he is coming on big. And Litzau not even fighting out of the clinch. So Litzau trying to dial in, I think, emotionally in this fight. You know, we've been here since Wednesday night, and so has Litzau. We never saw him except for the win. He's really been holed up in his room.
You know, moving around and boxing off the back foot like Litzau's doing is not necessarily a bad strategy for a couple of reasons. One, hey, this is a world title fight for him. It lets him kind of, you know, get into the fight a little more slowly. But he's losing the round.
What's the other point?
Well, this is his strategy. You know, he's got the longer reach, but just because they say he should box, can he do it effectively? You know, that if it's out of character, he may not be able to do it effectively. He does it effectively in the gym, but we haven't seen him do it effectively much in the ring.
Right, you know, Guerrero is punching with him. The few times Litzau's unloaded first, Guerrero is right there with him. So Robert Guerrero, the featherweight champion, IBF featherweight champion, fighting with a lot of conviction here in the first round and dominated Jason Litzau. Again, Litzau trying to see what Guerrero's got, but he's eventually got to get Guerrero's respect. We'll see as we end the first.
Relax, baby, relax. Okay, listen. You see what he's doing now. When you get under the left hand, he's starting to bring a left uppercut. Okay? He's starting to bring a left uppercut. Okay? And right there. Right there. Man, baby. Okay, what he's doing now is you get on the left hand, he's starting to try left uppercut, and he's coming back with the right hook. So when you get on that left hand, you got to spin out quick. Don't stand there for the right hand.
But you got to be careful. Get the jab. Yeah. Hey,
no problem. Get the jab going. You got to find your distance first with the jab. Okay? Go ahead, Bob.
All right. He's coming to you. Let him feel the right hand once in a while.
All right, second down. Let's go.
Find the range with the jab, though.
You heard Buddy McGurk. He wants Litzau to get going, work off that jab even against the left-hander. He had southpaw sparring, as you mentioned, against Buddy's son, who's almost a light, walks around as a light heavyweight. And also Saku Powell, former Showbox alum.
Who's much bigger.
Well, not former, but a Showbox alum, yes. So two big guys, but nothing has helped him so far. He's got to get into this fight offensively. And again, get Robert Guerrero's attention and respect. Make him think twice a little, Steve. Guerrero loves it right here as he's unloading. Watch for those uppercuts, too. Litzau's got to fight tall and long. Don't give Guerrero a chance to succeed inside that way.
Step back.
It's only round 2, Nick. Already I'm looking for maybe subtle signs that Jason Litzau is going to revert. He hasn't been effective thus far. It's early, but he hasn't been effective moving back in boxing. Let's see if he changes up and goes back to the Jason Litzau we know and love.
Yeah, Steve, I feel it would be lethal for him. But he may have no choice. He's not a guy afraid to, he doesn't want to leave anything in the ring. He will go for it. There Guerrero bangs to the body. He's looking for that opening, trying to create openings, feints his way in a little bit, and now Litzau powers that right hand to the body. Litzau again fighting off the back leg. He's a great mover in the ring, but he's got to control range and fight effectively. I think it's the key. He has got to control distance at which they fight every minute.
Well, right now he's moving very nicely, Nick, and he's landing no punches.
Right. Guerrero is, as he hammers away, this time the left cross to the head. Guerrero off the jab, now tied up by Litzau. Litzau's nervous.
Step back. Up front. Step back.
He's not getting a chance really to breathe, Steve.
Stop.
And nothing has worked offensively. It's very early, but the champion looks like a cut above as he sinks a left hand to the solar plexus.
One thing I'd suggest for Litzau, he's jabbing, he's not landing his jab. It's tough to do that against the southpaw. Let the right hand go as a lead. Step into it.
Well, now it's Guerrero stepping in, sinking those big left hands as he booms away off a wild lead hook, a wild shot from Litzau that missed.
Boy, Guerrero fights with this devilish grin.
And that beard accentuates it a little bit more. Boy, now Litzau perhaps doing what you said, Steve. He's standing in there and trading. As he's biting down. Oh, low blow by Guerrero. We've seen those before. David Mendoza had no shot to see that.
Nice move by the Ghost there. He slipped about 4 or 5 in a row.
Oh, man, he looks fast. He looks effective. And he looks dominant through 2. Here in Lemoore, California, his IBF featherweight title is on the line.
Less movement from Litzau now as he already making his stand.
Hey, baby. Much better round. Now you got to start letting the combinations go. Okay, you see at the end of the round, you start throwing the right uppercut more inside. Huh? You got to start letting the right uppercut go. When you get inside, he's touching down here. You got to stop that. Okay? If he shoots a straight left hand here, throw your right hand over. Okay? Take a nice deep breath. You okay?
Having fun, baby.
Okay, listen. This is what you got to do for me now. Jason, you got to start throwing those right uppercuts inside to the body. He's hitting you with left hands there. You're not doing nothing.
Actions from round 2. The Ghost hasn't fought like a Ghost in recent times, but look at that slide under every shot that Litzau throws. Very nice defensive work. He sees all the punches. That's the key.
Stop holding when you get inside. All right, let's go. Second round. Right uppercuts inside. Okay, let's go.
That's impressive. Buddy McGirt. Bit of urgency. Jason Litzau to him. Get it going. He really does have to counter Guerrero's left hand. He's got to blunt some of that aggression, Steve. And Litzau's got that educated right hand. He could crack with it.
He's got to use it. He's not using it. He's, you know, you can't throw a good right hand when you're backing up, of course. He needs to step in with it.
Unless he steps back and maybe counters with the right hand, but he's got to stop that aggression. He's got to keep turning. He's got to do something, as you say. He can't just move around. But Guerrero fighting without any fear, banging away with the left hand in close.
Looks like a cut, Nick, the corner of Litzau's left eye.
David Mendoza had a look at it. Litzau called the referee's attention to it. Now Litzau, he could be even more in a spot where he's really got to go for it, Steve. Nothing's worked for him outside. The cut now, he may start to panic a little bit.
He's sort of flailing, Nick. I don't see much rhyme or reason for the punches Litzau's throwing.
Break. Stop punching. Stop punching.
Steve, he could be overwhelmed at the moment. I don't want to get down on this guy. He's got so much ability. He's exciting. He's tough. He's hungry that way. But how much of a threat? Nice hand. Nice right hand there. And Guerrero didn't like it. He comes back big time.
But that was Litzau's best punch of the fight for a second. Guerrero's knees buckled. That was a right hand.
It's the dangerous punch of his. He's got to get going on it. He's got to get on it more. Guerrero in red coming back inside and banging away.
And one thing about Guerrero's style, because he's so comfortable on the inside, he very rarely lunges. He doesn't reach for his opponent because he's happy to walk to him and just do the work on the inside if he has to.
Steve, when they break now, I'm curious why Litzau allows Guerrero to be first. And he's doing it there again. Well, he got hit with the left hand. He's trying to hold on.
Break. Stop punching.
So Guerrero lined him up at that left. And Mendoza warns Litzau not to use the ropes, hang on to the ropes with one hand. And Guerrero just looks like the stronger guy. Outboxing him, and he's out-muscling him. Rapid-fire combination from Guerrero, then a little off balance. But it's Guerrero starting to bloody the face of Jason Litzau. Litzau coming back inside, now fighting with some fire. Little head feints. He wants to stay inside now. Overhand right from Litzau. His left hand's down. Guerrero didn't make him pay there, but followed up with that third shot. The left hand landed.
It's only round 3, Nick. Litzau cut on the left eye. Both his hands are low, and he's breathing out of his mouth.
And he's down 3-zip in this title fight.
Hey, let's not start that macho BS, okay? But Jason, you got to start throwing body shots, baby. He's keep hitting you with the left hand to the body. Water, please, water. He's hitting you with the left hand to the body. Shoot your right hand to the body when you're inside. Okay, do the same thing to him that he's doing to you. You're not doing that, baby. You're throwing one shot. Keep your punches sharp when you get close. Okay? Huh? Okay.
It hasn't been good for Jason Litzau, and on top of getting outfought in the first 3 rounds, in round 3, he suffers a cut at the corner of his left eye, and this appears to be where it happened. You see a right that missed, but the left hand didn't. And coming out of this clinch, Jason Litzau was bleeding.
Jason Litzau, they want a lot more from him. He's got to counter. He's got to land that right hand there.